Getting a new car is like getting into a new relationship. Everything's perfect. But as the time progresses, you're like, things could be a little different. Well, the same thing happened with me. When I first got the car, I'm like, I'm not changing anything. I'm not modifying the car, keeping it stock. That's why I got the competition package. But after seeing a couple of modified cars in real life, I've decided to make a couple of tweaks. One of them being the exhaust tips, which I'm very happy with. Two is I wanted to enhance the front a little bit. Even though I like the crisp lines of the front, after seeing carbon fiber splitters and lip in person, I decided that I have to have it. So I got in contact with this guy who's starting his own business. I put his contact in the description below. Basically, he gave me a terrific deal on a full carbon fiber kit that mimics the M Performance product. M Performance costs over $2,000. This is a fraction of the cost, and the quality seems to be great. We're about to find out about the fitment, so stay tuned. But from what I'm seeing, it arrived very, very quickly. In 2 days, it was packaged very nicely, and the quality seems to be great. So I can't wait to install it and show you guys and girls how it fits. So without any further ado, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get started. I'm gonna do a couple of measurements before and after. So I'm lowered on Mack Schnell springs, which I don't know how much of a drop they give you, but they give you a little bit of a drop. So at the lowest point in the front bumper, I'm at about, let's see, the bumper goes down a little bit. I want to say 4 3/8. If you take into account the rubber bumper, it's or the rubber piece, I'm at about 3.5 inches. So the car is now up in the air. I raised the nose just for ease of access. It's sitting on two jacks and 2 stands, just in case the jacks fail. It would rest on the stand. First step is to get these air guides out, and they're held together by 2, actually 1, 2, 3 8mm bolts. So we're going to be undoing them right now. So just like with many aftermarket products, the fitment is not 100% perfect, and as you can see with these, even though the shape is almost identical to the contours of the bumper, it doesn't quite sit flush with the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of vinyl in the back to make it look seamless. Of course, before we do that, we're going to have to clean the surface with alcohol. I have these alcohol pads that I typically get on Amazon, and they work very well. Alright, and after a few minutes of fiddling and realizing that short pieces of tape are actually easier to work with, this is what we came up with, and the fit now is actually much cleaner. You don't see that exposed edge that otherwise would have been here. Looks like I might have to fix this piece a tiny bit, but other than that, we're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and we'll be ready to attach these bad boys. Alright, so I just completed both sides, and this is where things get fun. As you can see at the bottom, it's a little extension that attaches to this little bolt, but it's not drilled. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to test fit the splitter, and then align it as much as possible, and then and drill through this carbon fiber. Also, before I do that, I'm going to put some double-sided tape here just to help it stick a little bit. Alright, so I'm actually going to want to redo the other side because I realized I didn't apply enough tape. So this is the right amount of tape you should apply. I test fitted many times, and it should prevent any of the bulges from popping up. What I'm also going to do is, since it's cold outside, I'm going to enhance the glue with a bit of a blow dryer action. So to those interested, how much do the winglets really stick out? This is the comparison. This is the side without one, and this is the side with one. So it sticks out just a little bit more. This is what the other side looks like after I fixed it. Okay, so the winglet is on. All we have to do is
drill a little hole so it can line up with the clip. Installing this front lip can be a bit tricky by yourself, but this is my little trick. Just hang it up with masking tape like this, flip it up, and align the holes. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so in the middle we have to screw it into these holes. However, if you look at the bottom, there's no good way of doing it, so I'm gonna use a thicker drill bit to drill a hole in the outer layer and then drill it to the bumper through that hole. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after about 2 hours of installation, which included me multitasking, babysitting my daughter and doing a couple of other things, this is the final product, and I've got to say, I really like it. Fit and finish, I would say 7 out of 10. I had to trim it a little bit. Quality seems to be, I would say, 8 out of 10. It's not OEM quality, but for a quarter of the cost, it's definitely an acceptable piece. It sits much lower than before. I'm about to measure exactly how much lower, but it just looks really aggressive, and I like it. It made the car look really cool. Next up is I'm gonna have to do the side skirts just to complete the look. But overall, I don't know if this was a mistake to install it right before a major snowstorm, but you know what, I'm gonna be running it year round, so might as well get used to it. So let's see, the lowest point nowadays is actually, it's not bad. It's let's say 4 inches. However, we have a much longer overhang, which means I'm gonna have to take inclines at a much steeper of an angle. But that's something that I'm kind of used to with my previous car. It was lowered. This one, it's on another level, but I guess I'm gonna have to get used to this one as well. Again, I don't know if the camera will capture it, but in real life, it looks amazing. A lot of times on video and in pictures, it doesn't do its justice. But in reality, it looks really awesome. The splitters kind of poke out a little bit, and the lip is nice and low. I really like it.